Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
the second one going live.
Okay.
You can choose the Zoom view.
Okay. Let's do it again. Okay. Reset. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Cool. Let's please start the session with a huge round of applause. My name is Harsh. Today I am the Sergeant Ops for this meeting. I welcome you all to the 522nd meeting of Eloquent Toastmasters Club, Gurgaon. Toastmaster International has a collective mission, which is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, here are a few necessary rules that we follow at every Toastmaster meeting for the smooth conduction of the meeting. So, the first rule will begin with a small task of 30 seconds in which we put our phone on either silent mode or switch off. The second rule is please try to avoid talking about any topic in derogatory manner. The third rule is please do not cross talk. Unless there is an emergency, please do not enter or leave the room when someone is speaking on the stage. And for the online audience, if you are stepping out, please turn off your audio and video. Now, before I hand over the stage to our presiding officer, let's do a quick activity. It is a fun activity. It's named Wrong Answers Only. I will ask you questions. You have to answer everything but the right answer. So the first question is, please pay attention, online and offline audience. What is the purpose of this meeting? Eat food. Eat food.
Traveling.
Okay. Traveling.
A
Okay.
get together.
Can you repeat?
A get together.
Get together. Yes, yes. I want more.
Birthday celebration. Wrong answer.
Sleeping.
Get together is not a right answer.
Is it?
It's a gray.
Yes.
It's a gray.
It's a gray. I think it's a gray.
Connection and networking is part of Toastmasters.
I am decided to decide what is the right answer.
I'll tell you once I take up the
Improve communication.
That is the right answer. So, Nirdoha, you want to answer something?
Having a coffee after the meeting.
Yeah. That is the
Eating, yeah?
right, correct answer. The second question is, yeah. The second question is, if the Eloquent's name was not Eloquent, what would it be?
right answers or wrong answers?
Wrong answers only. The activity's name is wrong answer only.
Time pass.
Okay. Anything else?
Party. Fun. Wasting time.
Fun to Saturday.
Anything else? Online audience?
Wasting our time.
Wasting our time. Today you have a speech. Come on. Third question is, what is the real purpose of table topics?
To face your fears.
But that is the right answer.
To walk over your fears.
Okay. That is again just a rephrasing of the right answer.
Yeah.
Anything else?
To bully people.
That's the wrong answer. Anything else?
To spread happiness.
To judge. Yeah.
Judge.
That's when the actual thoughts come in. That's not prepared. That's right. Cool. With that, I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Rashmi. Please give a huge round of applause for her. Over to you.
Thank you. Huge round for Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Harsh for setting up the tone of the meeting so beautifully and starting with so much energy. A very warm welcome to our distinguished guests and to our wonderful club members, the heart and soul of our community. On this Saturday morning, we could have chosen to sleep a little longer, binge watch our favorite shows, or what else?
Sleep.
That's what I said in the beginning. Sleep a little longer.
Eat and special food.
Yeah, doom scroll for so many hours. But we chose to show up. We chose growth, we chose commitment, and we chose to become eloquent speakers. So kudos to every one of us for showing up with such fantastic energy. Let's give ourselves a big round of applause. I am thrilled to see so many guests joining us today. Let's start with a quick round of introductions. We would love to know you a little better. So, we would like to start with the in person audience and then we'll move to the online guests. So, would you like to introduce yourself to the club? Give him a big round of applause. Hi.
So hello everyone. My name is Salesh and this is my second time. So I have visited before and I had a great experience and great time with all of you guys. So I wanted to take that experience further and I want to learn more. So that's why I'm here. So basically, if I talk about my educational qualification, I've done my MBA and recently I moved to Gurgaon for my job and I'm working in Moody's as a senior financial data analyst. Apart from that, if I tell you about my hobbies, I like to play badminton or maybe some other sports. But as I recently moved to Gurgaon, so I'm looking out for another opportunities as such, like other exploration. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Let's hear from you.
Hello everyone, my name is Anu and I'm really happy to be here. I love meeting with the new people, interacting with them, especially when it's about personal interaction, communication. I really enjoys it. And I have heard a lot about Toastmasters from my friend Harsh, and today I'm feeling really excited and very enthusiastic by attending this meeting. I hope I'll enjoy. Thank you for your company. And a brief introduction about myself. I am an English literature graduate from Banaras Hindu University, currently preparing for civil services, and took a small break and visited Delhi just to refresh my mind.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for joining us. We have Nirtusha also. She is also pursuing her graduation from Banaras. All right. Tony, do you want to take that seat? Now, let's hear from Priyanka. Priyanka, what brings you to Eloquent Toastmasters Club?
So, first of all, thank you everyone for arranging this meeting. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. And I'm glad to meet you all and attend the Toastmaster Club here. Earlier, I was the part of Move Mountains Toastmaster Club, and then I shifted to an online club due to my work commitments. And talking about my introduction, basically, I am an MBA by this education and an HR by profession. And my reason of joining the Toastmaster Club is basically to improve a bit in my communication skills and excel in the meetings, corporate meetings, and what all things that are going in the office. So, this is the basic reason that brings me here to join the Eloquent Toastmaster Club. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Priyanka. We hope that you enjoy today's meeting. Now, before we officially kick off, let me welcome our new members. So, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Shubham, who has recently joined a beautiful Eloquent Toastmasters family. Let's have an official round of introduction from you.
Introduction for me, I have a speech today, right?
Yeah.
I have my plan.
Okay. Yeah, okay, you have an icebreaker speech. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so Toastmaster Yudhan has, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct now. Toastmaster Yudhan has also joined. So let's give him a big round of applause. Toastmaster Yudhan, an official introduction from your side, because we have a lot of new members and guests.
Hello everyone, I am Yudhan Anand and I've just become a member of the Eloquent Toastmasters Club. So I visited the club twice before as a guest, and I really enjoyed the experience. A little bit about my background: I am working for Bain and Company, a consulting firm, and have been working since the past 4 years in Gurgaon. And what I look to achieve from Toastmasters is a chance and an opportunity to improve my public speaking skills. So, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yodhan, for joining our beautiful community. Hope we all grow together with you. Next, we have Toastmaster Rupa. She has also joined our community. Let's hear from you, Toastmaster Rupa.
Hi all, I am CA Rupa Sharma and I joined in last 15 days. But I attended earlier 3 meetings also, and I joined to improve my communication skill, so that will improve in my business as well as in my job.
Yeah, indeed, Eloquent will help you become eloquent speaker.
Yeah, sure.
And a big shout out to our VP membership, Toastmaster Vibhanshu, who has helped the club grow. I think the membership has increased 200% times compared to the previous term. So a big round of applause for her. Now, without further ado, it's time to invite the Toastmasters of the day. A bit about her. She's a software engineer by profession, an associate VP education of our club, and she brightens the room with a beautiful smile every time she walks onto the stage. So please join me in welcoming our Toastmasters of the day, Toastmaster Stuti. Please. And many minds, same frequency. Okay. Toastmaster Stuti, we speak many minds, same frequency. We speak many minds, same frequency, Toastmaster Stuti. Thank you, Rashmi, for such a beautiful introduction. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. As my introduction already given, I am Stuti, today's team mod, and the theme of this meeting is Many Minds, One Frequency. We are around 25 people in the room, including offline and the online audience. We belong to the different cultures, different region, different mind. We have a different mindsets. We have a different perspective of a life, and we have a different thought process. But we all exactly tuned to a same frequency of growth, courage, and making connection. So the theme revolves around the making connection. And for making the connection, one of the most important thing is communication. We all always told to communicate with others, but we often forgot ourselves to communicate with ourselves. So in this meeting, we will do both, communicate with others as well as we will do the activity to communicate with ourselves too. So before I start, I would like to hear what do you think, what are the most important 4 pillars of the good communication? Anyone?
Listening.
Yes, listening.
Body language.
Body language.
Storytelling.
Storytelling. Confidence. Anyone from the offline audience? Connection.
I believe eye contact and gestures.
Eye contact and the gestures. Okay, so the 4 pillars of the good communication are listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And with this, I would like to invite the general evaluator of today's meeting, who will be observing the details and giving the report of the meeting. I would like to invite the Toastmaster Puneet. Let's give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Puneet.
So, good morning, Toastmasters in this. And I will be serving as the general evaluator for today's meeting. Now, before I describe my role, I would like to ask you that why do we have evaluation in a Toastmasters meeting? Anyone?
No.
To go? Anything?
I think feedback is the fuel for progress. So for progress, we need to improve.
Awesome. So feedback plus action is equal to growth. So in Toastmasters, we truly believe that your best one is always the next one. That is why every speech and every role in a Toastmasters meeting is evaluated so that you can work upon the aspects of your performance, which can be worked upon in the future and perfected in the future. So as a general evaluator, I will be evaluating every aspect of this meeting, right from the sergeant in arms to the last table topic speaker. And helping me in this role, I have a tag team with myself and a table topic evaluator. So first we have a timer. So who's the timer? Toastmaster Shiva. Timer is Toastmaster Shiva. Can you have my phone, please?
Yeah, let me check the. Yeah, Toastmaster Shivam.
Shiva. So Toastmaster Shivam, would you like to introduce yourself and describe your role?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Just a quick audio, video check. Am I audible? Am I visible? And my screen is visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Screen.
Okay.
You're audible, but your screen is not visible.
I didn't get you there. Sorry.
We can see a white blank screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Time, a universal currency, controlled by no one and respected by all. Greetings, mates. This is Toastmaster Shivam as the timer of the day. My role is quite simple. I will help the speakers on the stage in delivering their speech within the time limit. And in order to do that, I have these three friends of mine. This is the green card. When it appears on your screen, remember, it says, "You are doing flawless, keep going." Next is the yellow card. This signifies that you are doing good. Let's just take some time to conclude your speech. And then comes the red card. This doesn't mean you are in danger. This means you have 30 seconds to conclude your speech. In a typical Toastmasters session, each speeches has their respective time. For today, we have only icebreakers in the prepare speech section. So the time allocated is around 4 to 6 minutes. At 4, I will show a green card. At 5 minutes, I will show a yellow. And at 6 minutes, I will show a red card. You have 30 seconds to conclude your speech after the red card. Then comes the table topic session. For table topic session, you have 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show a green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card. And at 2 seconds, I will show the red card. Then comes the evaluation, the most essential part as mentioned by the general evaluator. The time allocated for each evaluator is 2 to 3 minutes. I will show a green card at 2 minutes, a yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the red card at 3 minutes. I will observe for the timing, helping the speakers during the meeting, and will present my report at the end while called upon by the general evaluator. Over to the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivam, for explaining your role in detail. Next, we have the counter, Toastmaster Ankita. Toastmaster Ankita, would you like to introduce yourself and describe your role?
Thank you, General Evaluator, TM Puneet. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and your guest. I'm Ankita, and today I'll be your counter police. So, filler words like, you know, these signals uncertainty in the mind and a huge blockage for confident and clear communication. So today I'll be categorizing every single speaker into 3 categories. Pro, using less than 3 filler words, intermediate, 3 to 10 filler words, and learners, more than 10 filler words. And it's okay if you're in learners category because we are here to learn from each other and grow. But yes, I'm watching.
Next, we have the comedian, Toastmaster Anurag. Would you like to introduce yourself and describe your role?
Toastmaster Puneet. My nickname is also Puneet at home. So some associations here. So as a grammarian, I will be the guardian of the language today, listening to interesting expressions, your word structures, and wherever grammatical improvements will be required, I will notify them and share with all of you at the end of the meeting. Apart from that, I will also introduce with all of you the word of the day and the word of the is a idiom of the day. So today the word of the day that I have chosen is eloquent. Eloquent basically means to speak effectively, to speak if you can pursue someone with that, the effective communication sort of. So that is eloquent here. The interesting word that I want to say, the word Loki here, you can see here, it's a root Greek word which basically means to speak up. L-O-Q-E. If you know the root of the word, if similar words come, so most probably you can interpret on your own its meaning. For example, there are a couple of other words you can see on the right side here. I have mentioned over here. First is soliloquy. It means if you are speaking to oneself, yourself, mostly in a theatrical way, in a theatrical scene, when you are just discoursing your idea something with yourself, this word is primarily used. Then it is ventriloquist. It means you might have seen someone is imitating a puppet with them. It looks like the voice is coming from some other end, but the person himself is speaking. So there we are using the word ventriloquist. And the third is grandiloquist. If you are using, make use of, some pompous, some effective, some high-end words to impress someone, then this is being used. But if you know the root of all those things, you can see, and look, what I told, it means to speak up. So in future, somewhere if some new words come you haven't encountered in your life, so you can, somewhat interpret what it means, something related to speaking. So that would be the word of today. So I will highly encourage either you use this or use this, even though it's difficult to pronounce at the very first time if you have seen it. But I would highly encourage if you can use in your speeches as well as your table talks. Next comes to the phrase of the day, that is walk the talk. It means if you have committed something, you have conveyed something, you have to stick to it. For example, I usage. Now, our ask is to the elective representatives to walk the talk. Before the elections, whatever the commitment has been done with the general public, they have to fulfill it. So this is the phrase of the day, walk the talk. You can also leverage it wherever you feel fit in your speeches or table talks. With this, I would like to hand over the stage back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Puneet.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for explaining your comments in such detail. Now I'll pass on the stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sudhi, to carry on rest of the meeting, and we'll present our report in the later part of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now, coming back to the previous question, what is the important thing for important pillars of communication? So that was reading, listening, writing, and speaking. Of course, body language and the communication but they are in the non-verbal part of the communication. Now, let's practice one of the most important pillar, that is a listening. Because by listening and the reading, you set the context and you make yourself aware about the things. And that is delivered through speaking and writing. So let's do a little activity.
I think your mic is muted.
So were you able to hear the voice or not?
No, it was all mute.
Okay.
I think you need to present the screen and then play it if you are doing so.
Subtitles were on, so I think must be able to read the content. 1 second, let me.
So you won't be able to see the screen.
Let me just share the screen. Just check if they were able to read the story. Yeah, now you are able to hear?
Once upon a time in a
Yes,
small
yes.
village,
Yes. Okay.
there was a wise old monk. He was known far and wide for his wisdom and sense of humor. One day, a young and eager student named Sam approached the master and said, "Master, I want to learn the secret to happiness and success. Please teach me." Master Sito looked at Sam with a twinkle in his eye and said, "Very well, young one. But first, you must complete a simple task. Go to the market and buy the biggest, juiciest watermelon you can find. Then carry it on your head and walk through the village without dropping it." Sam was puzzled, but determined. He went to the market and found a massive watermelon. Balancing it on his head, he walked through the village with utmost concentration. As he passed by, people couldn't help but laugh and cheer him on. Some even joined in, clapping and making funny faces. Finally, after a bumpy journey, Sam reached Master Sito's hut. The watermelon was intact, and Sam was relieved. He looked at Master Sito, expecting to be praised for his accomplishment. But Master Sito burst into laughter. "Well done, young one," he exclaimed, wiping tears of mirth from his eyes. "You see, the secret to happiness and success is simple. Just like carrying that watermelon, life can be full of challenges and unexpected twists. But if you face them with a light heart and a sense of humor, you will find joy, even in the toughest moments." Sam couldn't help but laugh too, realizing the wisdom in Master Sito's words. From that day on, he approached life with a smile, facing challenges with the same determination he used to carry that watermelon. And whenever he felt overwhelmed, he would remember the funny watermelon lesson and find the strength to keep going. You see, in life, in your life, embrace challenges with a sense of humor, and you will find that life's journey becomes a joyful adventure filled with laughter and success. Be determined, but don't take yourself so seriously. And whenever you feel down or defeated, remember something funny that once happened to you. This is digital motivation, stories.
Okay. So let's test our listening skills. Everybody here, right? Offline audience, they hear twice. So the first question is, as you can see on the screen, what did Master Tito ask Sam to carry? And we have the 4 options.
Biggest watermelon.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
right.
biggest
The biggest
watermelon.
watermelon. The next question, how did the villagers react? They laughed
They
and
laughed and cheered.
I think first option should be given to online. They once we have one advantage.
yeah. So where we can get the answers of the online audience? They can see the screen. Yeah.
Yes.
So the next question is, what's the secret to happiness? Online audience, your chance.
Facing life with humor.
That's correct.
Option B.
Yeah. The fourth one is, why was Sam puzzled?
C.
It would be
Task
option C.
Option
The answer C is correct. That is, a task seemed unusual. Now, the last question is, what's the best way to handle the failure?
Option C.
Yes, option C is correct. Remember humor and keep going. Let's give a huge round of applause to ourselves as we are a very good listeners. Now let's come to the prepared speech part. So we have the two icebreaker today. And in Toastmaster, after the icebreaker, we give the standing ovation to the speaker to appreciate the courage and the effort and to overcome the fear of coming on the stage. So we will do this activity for both of the speeches. Now, before inviting to the speaker on the stage, I would like to invite the evaluator of the speech first, Toastmaster Nitusha. Let's give a huge round of applause to her. Let me give a quick introduction about her. So Nitusha is an undergraduate student. She loves to write and read poetry. She is a passionate public speaker and enjoys traveling. Let's give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Nitusha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. First of all, I want to confirm whether am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to be the evaluator of first speaker, Toastmaster Shubham. Every great speaker begins with a single introduction. And today's speech is so special because it is an icebreaker. The first step in the pathways journey of communication and leadership in Toastmasters International. And it is not just a speech, but an opportunity for us to know the person behind the podium. So let us warmly welcome Toastmaster Shubham for his icebreaker speech. And first of all, I would like to elaborate his pathway and level and project. His pathway is dynamic leadership, level 1, project 1. And the purpose of the speech is to give an introduction and practice storytelling, and it would be the first step in his pathway journey. So again, I would like to warmly welcome Toastmaster Shubham on stage. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
So let me give a quick introduction about Toastmaster Shubham. He recently joined to our Eloquent Toastmaster Club. He is a finance professional at Trivista, specializing in private equity and high-stakes deal analysis. He also runs his own restaurant, blending entrepreneurial experience with a passion of food. A food enthusiast at heart, he loves exploring Gurgaon, culinary gems, and has built a strong connection. Let's invite Toastmaster Shubham on the podcast.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
All the best to you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sudhi, for the brief introduction.
And the title to inspire Toastmaster Shubham, to inspire Toastmaster.
Thank you. Yes, so hello, everyone. I am Shubham Upadhyay, and I will be sharing my thoughts on the secret ingredients of my soup of setbacks, that is leadership. A few years ago, I had a small restaurant and I had to close it down. I thought I lost business, but most importantly, I lost the trust of around 30 people who once believed in me. This is something that is really important. And why is this important? Because when I look at my setbacks, I realize that there is a pattern in my setbacks. Sometimes I fail to guide myself. Sometimes I fail to guide others. And sometimes I just wished someone could just guide me. And if I want to define what leadership is, for the most part of my life, I thought it's about hard work. It's about being the most intelligent person or most giving person. But we all know, right? Life has its own way of telling us, correcting our definitions. So I had similar experience. When I was in college, I started my own cafe. I used to work for 12 to 15 hours a day after my college studies. And I used to manage everything, right from customers to suppliers to vendors. I was just thinking, how should I keep my business alive? And I thought I'm doing everything correctly. I am the best person in the room. Why I was thinking this? Because I was working the hardest. And I thought this is what it needs to be a good leader, just hard work. But slowly, steadily, what happened is that my sales started dropping, my customer left, and the people who I hired started leaving me. And after 3, 4 months of managing the cafe, my cafe was just shut down. I thought, what happened and what did I do wrong? For the most part of my initial thought process, I thought that it is due to lack of experience. I was just a kid, or I think I took many financial decisions that were not correct. But later I realized something very, very uncomfortable. I was not a good leader. And that's the reason why my restaurant failed. For me, payroll was something, a number on the spreadsheet or an expense to the business. But in reality, payroll can be a resource for someone to buy medicines for the elderly parents. It might be rent for someone, or it might be groceries for someone, right? That's the time I realized that leadership is not about just uh, being the smartest person in the room or working the hardest. It's about understanding people deeply enough so as to take the ownership, the responsibility of the outcomes, and those outcomes might be bigger than myself. That's the time when I thought I've learned something about leadership. After 2 years, I completed my graduation and I joined a financial services firm in the private equity department. I was working on the spreadsheets, I was working on the presentations, and this is the place where I learned my second set of leadership lessons. I learned this not through success, but I learned this through the sense of being in pressure. I still remember that day when we were working on a presentation. It was on tight deadline, and the people in the room were panicking. At the same time, my manager came to me and just yelled, Shubham, why this happening? Why are we not done with the presentation? There were around 40 people on the floor, and he yelled at me in front of everyone. That's the time where I realized that I should have what kind of leadership skill do I have to imbibe in myself so that this doesn't happen again. Uh, Fast forward 2 years, and now I'm the manager. I was the manager, and I had a team of 4 to 5 people, and similar situation popped up. We were working on a presentation again, tight deadlines. Client came in, bombarded us with instructions: do this, do that, and I just looked at my team and I saw my younger self sitting there, confused, thinking of what should he do, scared of making mistakes. That's the time I realized that I can do two things: A, pass the pressure down, or absorb it. That's the time where I looked at my team and said, just give your best shot, and I will take care of the rest. Don't worry about the outcomes. I moved out of the meeting room and I saw my earlier manager sitting on the other side of the floor. He looked at me, he smiled and gave me a nod. He knew what it took for me to be at that place, the kind of journey I was through, the kind of pressure I was put into. That's when I realized that leadership is not about being the smartest, or leadership is tested when the panic enters the room and people don't really look up to the person who is the smartest at that point of time, but someone who is the most calmest person in the room. Then something clicked in my head. The restaurant, the field leader I was, the younger self, the analyst, and the manager that I was becoming. So, to conclude, I had different phases of my life that taught me different things about leadership. Leadership is something that is cooked inside us with the ingredients. And what are those ingredients? Those ingredients are the failures that we had in our life. They are not setbacks. And those ingredients cooks the personality, the leadership skills in us, and transforms us into a person, a leader, who once we wanted to get support, right? Thank you. That's right.
Kudos to Toastmaster Shubham for delivering the icebreaker speech so beautifully. He made the room very emotional by sharing his personal story. So let's give a huge applause to him. Now, for our second speech, I would like to invite the evaluator, Toastmaster Dikshita. She is the IPP of Eloquent, working in the IT company, and she enjoys swimming. Let's give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Dikshita. So let's wait for 1 minute to give the feedback on the WhatsApp chat group for Toastmaster Shubham. And then a timer, please note the time.
One minute is up.
Okay. So let's invite the evaluator of Toastmaster Komal's speech. Let's invite Toastmaster Dikshita. And her introduction is, she is the IPP of Eloquent, working in an IT company, and she loves swimming. Let's give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Dikshita.
Hi, everybody. Today, my target speaker is Toastmaster Komal. I am grateful that I will be evaluating her icebreaker speech, which is for the second pathway. Her pathway is leadership development, length is 1, and the purpose is to introduce and practice storytelling. Best wishes to Toastmaster Komal.
Stop sharing the screen.
Like,
Let's invite Toastmaster Komal to the stage, and her purpose is to introduce and practice storytelling. Over to you, Komal, to introduce and practice storytelling. To introduce at Komal. Your title is The Voice I Almost Lost. Toastmaster Komal, The Voice I Almost Lost. Let's give a huge round of applause.
Are we ready? Yes. Have you ever had a moment in your life when you want to speak, but suddenly your mind is blank? Anybody in this room had this experience? I can feel you. It has happened with me as. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and our lovely guest. On Sunday afternoon, I was attending an AI event. In conference room, I was sitting in the front row. I was looking very professional and pretending that I am mastered in AI. After some time, two persons from the front row were called onto the stage. And unfortunately, the destiny had excellent eyesight that day because I was one of them. The moment I held the mic, I saw more than 100 people were staring at me. It looked like they were expecting me to deliver keynote speech. And I did not know what to speak, where to start. Suddenly, my mind went blank. Completely system shut down. And little did I know, I would not utter a single word that day. And those 15 seconds felt like even longer than an Indian wedding. I was ashamed. I was embarrassed. And while returning back to home, I had a terrifying realization. I thought the voice I almost lost. I felt that I had lost a part of me because 2 years back, I was not the same girl. I was the girl who loved the stage, who loved speaking challenges, and this stage felt like home to me. Was I perfect that time? No. But I was alive there. I was fearless. I was courageous. I was confident. And I was unstoppable. Step by step, I was finding my voice. Not loudly, not perfectly, but patiently. And a day came in my life when I left the stage. I thought that I am confident. Now I know public speaking. Nobody can stop me now. Basically, I gave myself a graduation certificate without attending the final exam. But life had a different plans. My life became beautiful, exciting in another way. My marriage got fixed. I bought a house and I got married in February 2025. New beginnings, new plans, and a lot of trips. Every month, I was planning a trip from Kashmir to Goa to Himachal, and then slowly the plans upgraded. Let's go to international trip now. And then every month I was packing and unpacking bags. I was making perfect itinerary. Hotel list done. Food list done. Outfit shopping also done. I was making sure that every trip went perfectly according to the plan. But somewhere in between airport check-ins and travel plans, I stopped checking in with myself. And from outside, everything looked perfect, beautiful. My life was exactly going to according to I had planned. But inside, something was moving apart. I started doubting my own thoughts. I started avoiding challenging situations that once excited me. And slowly, without realizing it, I started losing my own voice. Not the physical one, because I could still speak, but the voice of confidence, the voice of self belief, and the voice of courage. And today, I am standing here in front of all of you to find that voice, the voice that I almost lost. What are you finding, Toastmaster? Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Let's give a huge round of applause for Toastmasters. Now, coming back to our theme, every mind is a universe of itself. We have a lot of thoughts going by, usually we do a daily to daily activities in our life, and we make imprints of those activities in our mind. So randomly, I was just scrolling my YouTube video and I came across one of the video of the Ram Verma, an NLP specialist, neuro linguistic programming language specialist. Have you heard of the NLP? So what do you know about the NLP? Whatever you say. It's a kind of no, not yeah. No. It's a neuro-linguistic programming language, which is a technique, self-affirmation technique, which we use to rewire our brain. Yeah. So I got a keen interest in the NLP, and I was just listening to the video, and I came across the technique of self-affirmation technique. So I thought, let's practice this today. So I just want you to just close your eyes. Now, think about who you are apart from your social identity, that is your name, apart from your religious identity, that is your religion. Think who you are. Now, the next question I would want you to think is, where do you see yourself in 100 years? If you get a lot of happiness, if you get a lot of success, a lot of money, what do you want from your life? Whether you want to help the people, whether you want to build the hospital, whether you want to, help the needy one, anything you can think. See, like you have the 100 years. The next step would be think of any purpose that you wanted to do. Now, take a long breath, and I want you to think forward. You are a transformer and you have your identity in your hands. So just write the thing that you want you to become, your purpose, and that is your identity which defines you. You can picturize yourself in your mind with a visualization. Like you are the change maker, you are the candlelight, you are a transformer of your life. Is it done? Feeling better? I wanted to know the experience. Like I felt better, but anyone that would want to share the experience.
After a few seconds, I might have slept.
Okay. No, actually, it was inspiring. It took us back to the imagination, the thoughts that are always going in our head.
Yes.
So, what we want to become and what purpose we want to fulfill. I think for me, one of the things that I've thought is, in 100 years, you said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it for 100 years. But one thing that I really want is I want a fit body that can trek and hike, even if I'm 80 years or old or 70 years old, and to have a beautiful life with my dog and family.
Okay, very nice.
It took me back to a point where I was feeling very light and I was like floating in the air. It was time when I was doing Vipassana for 10 days. So last day of the day, I was completely light and like floating in the air. So it reminded me that point of time where I was feeling it.
Yeah. So you feel light, right?
Yes.
Anyone else? Yeah.
For me, when you said to remove all the social image and everything, honestly, for a minute, I was just questioning myself, who am I? Because other than my career, other than my education, like, what do I really want? And all I want is a small house in Switzerland. Settle with my cows and sheep.
That's a small ask.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
small ask.
small ask, right? And I don't know how to go there, but thank you for helping me visualize what I really want out of my life.
Okay. Anyone from the online audience? Yeah.
Currently, I'm preparing for civil services.
Yes.
It's always been in my mind that I should help poor people, like work with NGOs and all. And I always question myself, am I that relevant? Can I do? Or questions always roam around my head. So, in this visualization, I think I have got the purpose. Yes, you can do it, girl. Go for it.
Anyone from the online audience who wanted to share?
Yeah. After 100 years, I want to be like Vivekanand. I want to I want to listen people by their actions and words and give them advices. I want to live in between people, but very high in my inner sense, so I can understand what is the full picture instead of one scene only.
Okay. One thing that I have in mind is sometimes we have a lot of problems in our life and we think that problem is bigger than us. So we can do this quick activity to generally define who we are, like inserting the positive thoughts to our identity so that we don't deviate from our track. I think this will help you because the UPSC is a long journey and there are lots of ups and downs. So yeah. Coming back to our segment, that is a table topic, I would like to invite the Toastmaster Vibhanshu on the stage. Let's give a quick introduction of him. So, Toastmaster Vibhanshu, he is a thoughtful man, accidentally working in sales and by choice working in public speaking to become a great speaker. He is a fond of solo traveling, playing chess and music. His uniqueness is that he is a man who is known as someone who talks about God. Now I would like to invite Toastmaster Vibhanshu to the stage. Let's give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster.
A very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. One thing I would like to ask every one of you, what do you think why Shahrukh Khan is so famous?
Hard work, enthusiasm. The way he connect with people with his stories and it's related.
He's very warm. Right? Like everybody loves,
Even
all
one
the
word
co-actors, the crew loves working with them.
Not for romance.
He's not arrogant, he's most
He's
down to
so
earth.
grounded. He knows how to family things. I don't know him personally, so I will say that.
For me, I'm a huge fan of Shah Rukh Khan. Not because of his acting, but because of the way he communicates. I saw his many interviews, I saw his stage shows, I saw in other places, the way he replies, the way he answers, it looks like he is already well prepared in his mind. But to be honest, if you look his life and if you look at his interview or stage shows, one thing is common that he always speak impromptu. So here in this section of table topic, we are also doing the same thing. We are not making you Shah Rukh Khan, don't worry. but we will obviously help you to grow in your impromptu speaking. So, like, the best part about this impromptu speaking is that even guests can participate in that. So, if there's any guest, I would like to ask them to come on the stage and participate on table topics. For today, table topic time duration will be 2 minutes to 3 minutes. That means 2 minutes is the minimum time frame and 3 minutes is the maximum time frame. All right. So with that, I would like to ask everybody to participate at least. I know that we have less time, but I would like that maximum people are participating. So for today, I have different way that people should come on the stage. So I have created some chits on this ball, and if anybody is coming on the stage, I would like to ask them to pick one chit and you have to talk on that topic. So today your table topic is based on this chit. So don't worry, I'm not looking to make you fearful. Here we are encouraging you to celebrate your confidence, your creativity, and we want to help you to grow in your impromptu speaking. So with that, I would like to invite somebody to come on the stage and participate in this beautiful activity. So who would like to come on the stage? What's his name? Shalish.
Shalish.
Hi. So you can pick one chat. So, guest Shalish, your topic is the struggle of acting busy at work. The struggle of acting busy at work. Over to you to guest Shalish.
Thank you. Thank you for this topic because as I recently started working and since I'm new to this corporate world and I've got my training done, so there is a lot of time which I have to pretend that I'm busy. But how can I do that? So what I try to do is I'll take a cup of coffee and then I'll look in the screen, like I'll start some training and then I'll pretend that yes, I'm busy. But there are times when I'm at work, like when I'm working on something, so it gets very exhausting. So what I do is I'll go out and play with my friends, like I can play TT. So I got to know that there is a TT table in my office, which I was like introduced from my friend. So I went there, I started playing, and then I got this like habit of playing TT every day, like whenever I go to office. So nowadays, like every day I go play TT for like an hour, but then when again I come back to my seat, my manager is sitting just beside me. So I have to pretend that yes, I'm working. Because if I'm not, then there will be a one-on-one meeting, like which is conducted monthly. So there will be this topic that what are you doing? What have been you up to? So what is your future plan? Like how will you contribute in this company? So yes, right now I'm like struggling in this, but I think I'll figure it out. Thank you.
To be honest, I'm not good at this. I don't know how to pretend myself that I'm busy. That's why I keep asking to my team leader to give me some other work, and I like to be busy in my work. So everybody have in my office, I've seen many people. They like to show themselves that they're busy, but they are sometimes doing something else on their system. All right. And one thing I forget to tell you, I know that for online audience, it is not easy, or so it is totally impossible that you can come and then you can pick that shit. So for that, I would like to ask Toastmasters Tuti so that she can pick up any of the chat for online audience. All right. So I would like to ask somebody else to come on the stage. So who would like to come? All right, you can come. Your name? Don't go on my handwriting. I'll explain.
Okay, should I read question?
I'll read it. Guest Anu, if you could remove one thing from this world, what it would be? If you could remove one thing from this word, what it would be. Over to you,
Thank you.
yes, Toastmaster.
So this is very interesting topic. I would like to answer it. One thing, if I could remove from this world, that would be uneducated politicians. I don't like uneducated politicians. They are not aware of the schemes. Even I'm from Bihar, so you might be knowing about Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary. Okay, sorry. He is uneducated. He is seventh fail. I'm sorry to state, like, give his introduction like this, but I feel personally about Bihar, it needs an educated leader who should know the values and thinks that he can bring change to Bihar and also reform few laws and things. I think being educated gives you a good visualization idea of what should you do for your state. Like for Bihar is very backward in many things. Like there is no industry. I want Bihar to boom as other states such as Haryana, and many there are many examples. Kerala, I want to see Bihar in a better position, like in terms of education, literacy. So also unemployed, sorry, I'm getting a bit fumbled because like, speaking in front of so many people. Okay. So I would like to remove uneducated politicians, because if they are educated, they should know how to perform with the people, their ministers, and also I think they would bring a quality education in one state that would help a lot of youth. Like we don't have to go to the other states or other places for the job opportunities for higher educations as well. There is no central university in Bihar. That's why I'm studying in Banaras. So I can feel that gap. If it would be in my state, I there is no need of going somewhere else. Like you can get connected with your family, your home, and also we can get better opportunities in our own state. So that would be my stand. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Timer cards. Who's the timer? Shom, are you on the? Are you there?
Yes, I'm active.
Thank you. Actually, you were asking like if you are showing the timer cards on time.
Actually, not. You have just extended the limited time, so as of now, no one has, speak for more than 2 minutes. So that's why the
Oh.
card is not visible.
So nobody has extended the time. Okay.
But 1 minute he should.
Yeah, green card, yellow card, and red card.
Since you have made the table topic session a little bit challenging by making it from 2 to 3 minutes, so that's why.
Green card. 1.5 minute. Yellow, 2 minute red.
All right. So at 1 minute, you need to show the green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, you need to show the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, you need to show the red card.
Okay, so okay, the usual rules. Okay, no issues.
Thank you. Now, I also want some online audience to participate because I'm seeing like nobody is raising hand or nobody is looking for that. So like, it's not about just offline audience. We would like online audience to be participate in this.
Rupa, you can.
Rupa, okay. Rupa and Priyanka, okay. So Rupa, for you, I would like to ask Toastmaster Suti to pick up one chip.
I will pick the chip for Rupa.
Can I read it? And don't go to handwriting. It's not good, I know.
Honesty is not always the best policy.
So Toastmaster Rupa, honesty is not always the best policy. Honesty is not always the best policy. Over to you, Toastmaster Rupa.
Yeah. It is always written in books. Honesty is the best policy, but in the real life, it is not. The reason is we can say, like, if we go to judiciary in our system, some people who are the victim, they are facing challenges. They are treated as criminal because they are speaking honestly, and they are giving everything honestly to their lawyers, and lawyers take bribe from the criminals. And so honestly working, speaking and working is not good in the real life. In the same manner, if anybody is doing business and he's doing everything honestly, then the competitor hire their employees and get the everything, every policy and every strategy of those people. So and in that case, honestly speaking and honestly doing everything within the business is also not good. And in the real life, everyone here is not living honest life. Everyone is living in a showcased life, like everyone showing at the in the like reels, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. They are showing they are something else instead of they are the real one. So I believe honestly, currently honesty is not anywhere, and somewhere it is not good. But we need to be honestly with ourselves only. Okay, that's it from my side.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rupa. And truly, you reminded me that honesty is not always the best policy. Until I entered into sales, I realized that if I'm telling truth to everybody, not everybody is gonna buy. Because not everybody is ready to listen the truth at the same time. So honesty is the best policy, but not always at the right time. Sometimes we need to hide it for a limited time. So it happens. Now let me ask somebody else to come on the stage and participate on it. So Toastmaster Veera, he has recently joined Toastmasters and now he will be. Toastmaster Veera, live before online food delivery. Live before online food delivery. Over to Toastmaster Veera.
No, my name is Sunny and I'm a guest over here. Sunny, yeah. I'm a guest over here. I was in Toastmaster before. I've taken 1.5 years break now, and I'm trying to rejoin Toastmaster because this is one of the stage where I've learned a lot. My topic is life before online food delivery. I think it was uh, uh, there was a word for taste, sumptuous or sumptuous something, but great taste. Currently, the food delivery apps are there, and you have the instant delivery like within 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You can fulfill your stomach through that delivery, but not your mind, not your health. So I think online food delivery is great opportunity for the people who are living in big cities like Gurgaon or Delhi, who don't have the much facilities to get the cook or the food at home. But at the same time, it is destroying our health. So we should try to avoid the food, online food or the delivered food as much as possible. And by the way, I'm a cook by myself, and I try to cook whenever I get a chance at home. Even for my kid also, he's 1 year now, so I try to get some cooking done for him as well. And yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm pointing you.
No problem.
I
No
forget.
problem.
Thank you. So who else would like to? Let me mix it. I'll read it. Describe Delhi NCR traffic as a horror movie. Toastmaster Yudan, describe Delhi NCR traffic as a horror movie. Over to you, Toastmaster Yudan.
Thank you. There once was a time in modern world, so-called modern world, where everyone was so fast-paced, where you could get a food delivery in 15 minutes. Yet, if you had to reach from Delhi to Gurgaon, it was a horror. Why, you may ask? Because of our sheer population and unplanned road activities. the roads that have been constructed are such that it doesn't it's not made with a forward looking mindset. Each party and each involved party in the construction of a project is working independently of each other, and that creates a winch which haunts you till at the end of your time. If you have to go from Delhi to Gurgaon and you have to basically reach some place on time, you have to go 2 hours before. So that is like a very big pain and a very big challenge. I think that's it from myself.
To be honest, I don't like to watch horror movies, but when I go somewhere like Gurgaon to some other place, really it is horrible. And he explained in a good way. Now, I would like to ask guest, I think Priyanka, right? Priyanka, if she like to participate. Guest Priyanka, are you there? I think she is not there. Should I try somebody else? Guest Priyanka, are you there? She's not there, I think. All right, nobody, like she's not there, so I would like to anybody else from the online audience to come. Nidusha.
Priyanka
Nidusha.
texted something.
Network. Okay, we will ask you come for the next one. But first, I will ask to Toastmaster Nidusha. Sorry. Stuti. Rated.
Don't go on and read. What's the one truth that you have realized too late in your life?
Toastmaster Nidusha, your topic is what is one truth that you realized too late in life? What is one truth that you realized too late in your life? Over to you, Toastmaster Nidusha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vibanshu, for that wonderful topic. Good afternoon, my dear Toastmasters and guests. Today I got a topic. What's the thing that I realized late? The important thing is my life didn't go too late yet, but I'm on the process of being late. What I realized, or what I realized so late, was I can speak. That's the first realization I had, but not for too late, but right after my schooling. So when I was schooling, I had a lot of opportunities to join speaking competitions, debating, and all. But I didn't join because I was struggling with the lack of confidence and I didn't recognize whether I can speak or not. With that dilemma, after my 12th, I realized no, I can speak, especially I can speak in English. Then later in my life, I joined Toastmasters Club when I was delivering an icebreaker speech like today Toastmaster Shubham and the speaker did. That on that day, I realized, oh my God, I can speak. So that was the first day that I realized that I can speak. But still, I felt like it was too late for me. I recognized my speaking skill because maybe if I recognized that in my early stages, I mean, when I was schooling, maybe I would have got many opportunities. Maybe I would have collected many certificates. So, yes, that's the first realization which I realized a bit too late. But compared to others, it is not too late. So yes, over to you, Toastmaster Vibanshu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nidusha. And you well said that after joining Toastmaster or after coming to the meeting, there are many people who realize that they can also improve their communication and public speaking. So thank you so much for reminding this. And now I would like to ask guest Priyanka if she is available.
Yes, there is some issue with my video. I'm unable to open the video, but I think audio is working. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
All right.
So I hope you are ready.
Yes.
All right. Guest Suti. Sorry, not guest. She's the Toastmaster.
So the topic is, if fear disappear from your life from one day, what would you do? If fear disappear from your life for one day, what would you do?
Did you get the topic?
Yes.
All right, over to you, guest Priyanka.
Yeah. Good afternoon, all the
I think there is a network problem. Your voice is cutting off.
and the guest. So the table topic for me would I do? Okay, so am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Should I start?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay, so what I was saying is that's one thing which I would not call a fear, or I would say it is something I was reluctant to do, or I am reluctant to take a step on it, is speaking up. Speaking up means speaking up in public, in front of people, which is why which this is in me from a very beginning. I was reluctant to take step which was creating a fear inside me. So if there is a day when the fear disappears within me, I would be the one standing on the stage in front of people, delivering a speech on the topic of my choice and conquer the audience. So this is I wanted to do. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Priyanka. So do we have more time? So we can go with the last speech. Last speaker. Is expired. Toastmaster Anurag, one message that changed everything. One message that changed everything. Over to you, Toastmaster Anurag.
I agree with this statement. Many times in our life, something happens that make drastic changes in your life. You're ready to take big leaps or big steps. That's what happened with me when I joined this session today. When Toastmaster Stuti talked about NLP, I was closing my eyes. I was realizing what matters at the end of the life. When she asked, go to 100 years back, all our journey, all our pursuits, all our corporate, all the materialistic things that we're thinking about won't matter at that point of time. Who's going to remember you 50 years down the line? The churning that we are doing in our corporate life to move up in the ladder, to have everything, but that all doesn't matter. The people here are living in 100 crores bungalows in Gurgaon, but all of you are aware what happens after 3 4 when during raining season, everything becomes a chaos there. Why we are pursuing for so much if our real requirements are so little? Why don't you settle in your native place with a little bit but more peaceful, meaningful, and purposeful life? So this is the one takeaway that I'm taking from your this team out session, and I think I'll keep it up with myself and I'll work in that direction. With this, over to you, team out of the day.
Thank you. A big shout out to everybody who participated in table topic, and also for everybody who has not participated. I'm hoping that in the next meeting you will be participating. All right, so my job is done now. I would like to hand over the stage to our team mode, Toastmasters Stuti. Over to you, Toastmasters Stuti.
So let's keep a 5 minute break. But before going to 5 minute break, we can utilize this 5 minutes of a break to a networking because we all come to this club, but we don't know each more about each other. So let's go to the one person and ask one or two questions, and that's it. We can utilize, and after this 5 minute break, we can have how much we can have a discussion of around that. So let's keep a 5 minute break. Timer, please note the time. Timer also needs to.
Understood.
1:05. Yeah.
1:05.
So let's meet at 1:05.
Just for the record, 5 minutes is up.
Hello. You are on mute.
So, I spoke to Puneet. He stays in Sector 84 and there's a Toastmaster club next to his house, but he was looking for hybrid option. That's how he joined here. And then we started talking about our work and
Anyone?
faces.
Anyone? So I talked to Ankita and she loves swimming, traveling, and her favorite food is golgappa.
Wow. And I had a chat with Suti, so she loves dancing and she loves Italian food.
Yes. Anyone?
I connected with Sunny.
Yeah.
So I inquired about his personal experience. He's from Bihar.
Okay.
So he did it from Muzaffarpur and he's cherishing that experiencing and pushing me. You should also go for it. That conversation we had.
So
I was speaking to Toastmaster. Sorry, I forget the Dikshita. Sorry, yeah, Dikshita about Ashish, Toastmaster Ashish and Toastmaster Vishal.
see what's the beauty of networking and making the connection with the people. We get to know about everyone. Like if we share the things and if we directly go and communicate and talk, it's a good. So with this, I would like to invite the general evaluator on the stage. Let's give a huge round of applause to the Toastmaster committee. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suti, and very good afternoon, everyone. So now we'll move ahead with the evaluation section, and let's start with the prepared speeches first. So I'll call Toastmaster. Toastmaster Nirdusha, who was the evaluator for the speech given by Toastmaster Shubham. Toastmaster Nirdusha, if you're ready.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Shubham, it is my great pleasure to be your evaluator and witness your icebreaker speech. The hardest step in public speaking is often the first step, and today you broke your ice, and we are proud of that. When it comes to your speech, you started your speech with a brief introduction about how life has its own way of correcting us and how human beings are imperfect, yet we find a way to cope up with it. So that's a brief introduction where you can find a connection with your real audience, right? So, very good starting. Then you move to your college life. How you have been there, where you question yourself, what am I supposed to do? So, that confusion, especially during college life, because it's a very common problem that we face when we are in college life, right? It's a good move. Then you move to your work life whereas you realize that during your presentation moment and lack of experience and you realize that I'm not a good leader, maybe the challenges you have faced. However, at the end of the story, you realize that you have to discipline yourself to take ownership and responsibilities, like recorrecting yourself. True leader, when he say that he will manage everything and will continue, or else we will foresee the outcome later. At that moment, I got a picture of MS Dhoni. As we know, MS Dhoni showed us leadership is staying calm when everybody else like panics, right? So I got that picture when you shared your own story. You emphasize that leadership is nothing like something a theoretical thing. Leader is someone who is within us, and we have to find, and our journey will show who you are and how to find our own leader. So that's a great message. And this also reminded me your title, especially when it comes to your title. When I read for the first time, I remember the movie, animated movie, Kung Fu Panda. I hope everybody agree with that. When Kung Fu Panda's father said that there is nothing called secret ingredient, everything is within us. And yes, while I was listening to your speech, I just remembered that animated movie, and your title was perfect for that. Great effort, Toastmaster Shubham. However, there are some aspects that you can improve to elevate your speech into the next level. First thing is hand gestures. I have observed that you are holding your hands tightly every primitive distance that you used. Your confidence is based on your gestures, right? As well as so yourself like welcoming your audience, or it will show the confidence that you have. If you just tightly hold this, that means you are nervous. But once you start to widen up your hands, it will show that you are good at your speech. And the second thing I would say, use of stage. When you describe your phases of your life, you can divide the stage into three, or like whatever the stages that you are going to explain. So the audience can identify or recognize your transition. For example, when you're talking about giving an introduction, you can stay in center. When you're talking about the college life, you can go to right or left. And when you're talking about the working life, you can go right or left. And then conclusion, you can go into the center. And the vocal variation, you had a really good transition in your speech, but yet I personally felt like it has a same mild tone. Where you have vocal variation, people can understand whether you are telling the message in a very sad or a motivational way. So work on your vocal variation. So by concluding your speech, I'm speeding up my speech now. So by concluding your speech, it was great speech. You have great storytelling. The flow, the structure was perfect. To make it more perfect, you can focus on hand gestures, use of stage, vocal variation. And so, congratulations, Toastmaster Shubham, to begin your pathway journey in Toastmasters. And I eager to witness your future speeches more elevated way. Over to you, Toastmaster. Yes, the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nidasha, for your detailed report. Now I'll invite Toastmaster Dikshita, who is the evaluator for the speech given by Toastmaster Komal. Over to you, Toastmaster Dikshita.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Komal, for starting your public speaking journey. An icebreaker is not just the beginning of a self or a public speaking journey. It's basically the beginning of self-discovery. So when you started your story, it was relatable, it is memorable, enjoyable, and your humorous part was great because it's landed really, really well. And the message was to the point, it was crisp because everybody has been in this journey, and I know like or be part of this journey. When you start or when you keep thinking, it happens. Like you actually landed the message pretty well. So only few areas I felt that certain improvements you can do. So when you were speaking, your eye connect with the offline audience was perfect. But when you're speaking, there's online audience also. So whenever you speak for the online audience, just look at the camera of the laptop and the audience, you'll be able to make an eye connect. Second, When you're speaking, you were giving the expressions while making a scenario. Like when you were in the stage, you were called, right? And you raised your hand. You made that scenario. But when you were explaining, I was clueless, you just hold your hand like this. Okay? Just leave your hand loose. Let the story flow. The way you were explaining the story, just let it flow. And at few moments, I felt that you forgot your story, I felt, but you are the captain of the ship. You know the story. We don't know. Whatever you're going to say, ABC or DCE, we'll just accept it. Okay. The only recommendation I felt for you was the pause. You started with a hook question and you immediately answer it. Just hold it. Maybe just count for like 5 to 7 seconds in your mind. Just hold the question. Let people observe the question and then you reply. Okay. Overall, it was a perfect speech, eloquent storytelling, voice clarity. Best wishes for your speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dikshata, for your detailed report. Now I'll invite the PAC team. Timer, if you're ready with the report. Toastmaster Shiva.
Timer can come later.
Okay. Now I'll invite a counter. Toastmaster Komal.
Ankita.
Ankita, I'm sorry. Toastmaster Ankita.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Puneet. All right. So the patrolling is done by our counter police. Do you remember what were the 3 categories?
Yeah.
Basic. What were those?
Beginner, learner,
and pro. So there was pro, less than 3 words, intermediate, 3 to 10, and then we had learners. The beauty of today's session is there were no learners. So a huge round of applause for us not using more than 10 filler words at all. After hearing the speeches, I actually had to introduce one more category, which is called as flawless. 0 filler words. This is one of my first session where I've seen 2 speakers, Toastmaster Komal and guest Priyanka, not using any single filler word in their speeches. So a huge round of applause for both of them. Then we have pro category. So Toastmaster Vibhanshu, Toastmaster Yudhan, Toastmaster Nidusha, and guest Priyanka, guest Anu, not using more than 3 filler words in their speech. Rest, all of us were part of intermediate category using between 3 to 10 filler words. So, what to do next? So, whenever we use any filler words, it's us trying to be awkward with the silence. We are not comfortable pausing. So, my suggestion for you is to just pause, take silence. It's perfectly fine. Going to detailed report. So, TM Stuti, we have 5 filler words, mostly ah and you know. Vibhanshu, we used 2 likes. Shubham, can you guess what's the most filler word that you used? It's 6 ahs. So you have to just take care of one word. TM Komal, like I said, 0 filler words, amazing, flawless speech from our counter perspective. Coming to table topics, Shailesh, 7 likes. Guest Sunny, 4 ah and 1 like. TM Rupa, 4 likes and 1 ah. Yudhan, 2 ah. Nidusha, 2 ah and 1 like. Guest Priyanka, 0. Guest Anu, 3 ah. So, just on a closing note, this meeting is recorded. So, as the exercise, just go back home, listen to your speech, notice how many filler words you're using, and from next time, just take silence. Just take a silence or a pause. That's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankita. Now I'll call Toastmaster Anuga.
So much, Toastmaster Puneet. So the word of the day has been used by our presiding officer, Toastmaster Rashmi, when she was introducing the guest. Unfortunately, I gave you so many words, but no one can make use of it. I know it is difficult, but I hope you will take them home and practice it. And again, the phrase of the word, again, unfortunately, no one has used, but I hope you will take it. Okay. Now, the best usages that I have noticed here, Toastmaster Puneet has used, the best chance is always the next one. Time is universal currency. Shivam has used this word. Fast forward 2 years, Toastmaster Shubham. And the second one that you have used that I liked is leadership is tested when panic enters. This one from Komal, those 15 minutes look longer than Indian wedding. The phrase is good. You can see where, in which context you can make use of it. I liked it. Then you have introduced NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, right? Yeah. Sumptuous guest, Sunny. I think you was typing that word. Then someone used dilemma, beginning of self-discovery by Toastmaster Dikshita. So these were good usages that different participant has used. Now, not so good used. Someone has used sometimes, multiple times. Working the hardest. It should be working hard. Most part of the initial thoughts. We can make it initial thoughts. My initial thoughts were like that, rather than most part of the initial thoughts. Purpose is speech purpose. It was basically the speech purpose. From outside, everything looked good. Generally, we say everything looks perfect from outside, something like that. Whether you want to build hospitals, whether you want to help others. So I think the correct usage can be, do you want to build hospitals or do you want to go to helping others? Let me give introduction of him. Let me introduce TTM of the day. Then well prepared in his mind. This was with respect to Shah Rukh Khan, to whom our TTM is mostly impressed. So basically he wants to say, it seems he has already rehearsed. His responses were so witty and so, on spot. So it looks he has already rehearsed everything. He wants to convey that. Someone used for today, it should be today. What I do is, probably it was, I think, with the context of table topics, when you don't, you can't pretend to be busy. So you can say, I moved out to play TT, something like that. It was in that context. Then everything, honestly, it should be simply honestly. Everything was not required, I feel here. Hide it for limited time. I think it was with context was some table topic. Honesty is not always the good partial, always good. So it can be some partial truth we can expose rather than hide it for some limited time. Then cook by myself. It should be better if you don't want to say cooking profession, it can be cooking is my hobby. I do something like that. It can be better leveraged here. My early stages, it should be in the initial years of my life rather than my early stages. Your confidence is based on, it could be the confidence reflects from your gestures or words, something we can relate like this. And someone used during the evaluation few errors, it can be improvements or suggestions. That would be the better word there. With this, I would like to hand over the stage back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Panjalos.
Now I'll invite Toastmaster Rashmi, who was the table topic validator for today. Over to you, Rashmi.
Okay. First of all, kudos to all the table topic speakers for showing up with great confidence, thinking on their feet, and participating. And especially all the guests who showed up with great confidence. Today we had all the guests who participated. So that is one of the things that stood out in today's table topic section. And which I think we should give big shout out to Toastmaster Vibhanshu. One of the best qualities of a table topic master is to make the speaker comfortable so that he or she can come on the stage and speak, and you made everyone comfortable. So big round of applause. Now, coming to my report, the first speaker was guest Shailesh, and your topic was the struggle of acting busy at work. So one thing that I loved is about your speech is you backed the topic with the story. You gave a lot of examples. about coffee, screen, start some training, when work gets exhausting, you play PT and all. Then recommendation here would be that your starting, opening, and conclusion, they weren't strong. So when you come more onto the stage, I think you will get hang of it. Second, the speaker guest Anu. First of all, kudos to you for showing up on the stage with such confidence. You started with your opinion about the uneducated politicians. Then you shared the problems, why the struggle and challenges there. Then you also shared what changes you want. But you somewhere you weren't able to conclude it. So that is the one recommendation to work on the conclusion to leave something for the audience. But overall, great job. Third speaker is Toastmaster Rupa. Your topic was honesty is not always the best policy. Rupa, one thing that I love about you is that you always raise your hand and participate in table topics. Most of the time, you are the first speaker to raise the hand. So that is very inspiring for all of us. One recommendation would be that there were a lot of examples that were coming in your head. So just stick to one story and build your story and opinions entirely on that around that topic. Next is guest Sami, life before online food delivery. You first shared the convenience that we have. Then you then spoke against the topic that it is impacting our health. Then you said that you are also a cook. But somewhere I was expecting you to build something and leave a conclusion for the audience. So you were on the both side, but then what is there for us? Okay, so that is one recommendation for you. Then Toastmaster Yudhan described Delhi NCR traffic as a horror movie. Your starting was impeccable. You had a great start, but I felt like you were struggling with finding words and articulating. So the recommendation would be to come more onto the stage and you'll get better at it. Next is guest Toastmaster Nirdusha. You were amazing, like always. You shared your opinion. You said that the one thing that you realize late in life is that you can speak. You also added humor. That is one of the best qualities of a speaker, to add humor into the story. And you were amazing. Next is guest Priyanka. If fear disappear from your life, what would you do? And you said you want to speak up and practice public speaking. But if you can add a personal story, a time where you struggled, maybe by giving a presentation or speaking on client meeting or making an unofficial connection. So we were waiting for that story, but overall a great job. Next, last but not the least, Toastmaster Anurag, one message that changed everything. And you shared about finding your purpose. You were amazing, like always. No recommendation for you, just I want to learn more from you. The way you present yourself, and you're always confident with no filler words. So that is one thing that I want to learn from you. Overall, a great job, and thanks everyone for participating. Back to Chandra.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. Now I'll invite Toastmaster Harsh to evaluate if people were actively listening or not.
Yes. Thank you. Hi everyone again. You remember Toastmasters Stuti's first activity? It was about listening. Well, that activity never ended. That was going on background. And now here is a surprise test. So my job was just to, note few details, and I will ask those to you to evaluate whether you guys were listening properly or not. So the first question is, what was the theme of this meeting?
Many mind, one frequency.
Many mind.
One frequency. We speak many minds, one frequency. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We speak many minds.
So many answers. The right answer is we speak many frequency, but one mind.
No, the right answer is
I was cross-checking. I was checking.
many minds, one frequency. Active listener wasn't active at all. Yeah.
Okay, I was just cross-checking. Let's cut this from the live stream. You have to complete this sentence. Okay. Your best one is
The next one.
next one. Correct. What is the meaning of locu in eloquent?
Speak up.
Speak up.
Okay. What was the name of the master of the boy who carried the watermelon? Okay. I can't hear any response from the online audience.
Now we'll be quiet.
Yeah. Toastmaster Shubham realized his restaurant failed because
Leadership quality.
Leadership quality.
yes, right. This question is for you, Toastmaster Shubham. What, like, summarize the 3 recommendations that were given to you by the evaluator? In 3 words, maybe like.
Question now.
Gestures.
Okay.
Using the stage.
Right.
And third one was.
Okay, let me help you. First was vocal variation, taking pauses and other things, use of stage, and working on transitions. Again, I'm not going to spare Toastmaster Komal. Same question to you. What were the 3 recommendations that were given to you by Toastmaster Dikshita?
Okay. So the first one is use the open body gesture.
Yeah.
And whatever your story, if you forget, you need to just go.
Yeah, you are the captain of the ship.
Captain of the ship.
Yeah.
And
the most important was to connect with the offline audience, online audience.
Online audience as well.
Right. Cool. In which sector does Toastmaster Puneet lives?
84.
It was for everyone else. With this, I will like to ask the last question from this evaluation, which is what kind of people should be afraid of Anu? Guest Anu.
Yes. Politician.
Okay, cool. Okay, you were able to answer all the questions pretty nicely. That is the end of this particular evaluation. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster.
Now I'll start with my report. So one thing that I'm assuming we started on time because I joined 5 minutes late. So apologies for that. And I'm also assuming that the Sergeant at Arms explained the rules of the meeting well because I was not there. So apologies for that. Now, after that, Toastmaster Rashmi, presiding officer, introduced and welcomed everyone warmly. And I handed over the stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Stuti. Toastmaster Stuti, the title of the meeting was We Speak Many Minds, One Frequency. That topic was very simple and relatable. And it's a great thing that you talked about communication skills, which is what we are here for, how we communicate with others, how we communicate with ourselves. You talked about the 4 pillars of communication. So great job done there. And I love the activities which you included to engage everyone for each pillar. So great job done there. Now coming to prepared speeches, Toastmaster Shubham, congratulations for your icebreaker speech. Although it never looked like an icebreaker speech, your topic was somehow related to your business as well, that the most important ingredients in the soup of setbacks is leadership. So, I mean, you included what leadership entails, that leadership, a leader guides people and people follow the leader. A leader has to lead by example. You also talked about how to deal with setbacks and how should we have resilience, how you learned from your setbacks and moved on. So great job done there. You included your personal story. It takes a lot of courage to bring up your personal stories like this. Next, we have Toastmaster Komal. Congratulations for your icebreaker speech. Your topic was that the voice I almost lost. I mean, I think all of us could resonate with your story, and all of us have similar experiences in the past. And it also takes a lot of courage to bring up stories like this in front of everyone. So, and all of us have joined the Toastmasters to regain our voice. So, I mean, I could completely relate to that topic, and great job at weaving your story together. Now coming on to the evaluators, both the evaluators, Toastmaster Nirdosha and Toastmaster Dikshita, presented a detailed report and used the CRC approach. So great job done there. Next we have Toastmaster, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Vipanshu. I really loved the topics which you had, and I loved the example of SRK which you gave in the beginning, and uh, how impromptu communication skills are really important for us. And you also encouraged everyone to speak even if you are fearful. So that's a great job done. And I think there was some miscommunication on the timings between the timer and the table topic master. So I think the timer could have maybe done a better job at maybe double checking with the table topic master if he had maybe by mistake spoken 2 to 3 minutes. So that is one recommendation. Now I'll skip the table topic master since Toastmaster Rashmi has already covered that in detail. Now coming on to the tag team timer, Toastmaster Shivam. I mean, you explained your role with great confidence and explained like the timings with great clarity. Now coming on to the grammarian, Toastmaster Anurag. That's a great thing that you aligned the word of the day and phrase of the day with theme of the meeting. So great job done there. And you also included the origin of the word. So that's a great thing. And you also included 3 more versions of that origin of speaking up. So great job done there. Next, we have the counter. I really like the classifications which you added. That classifications can be pro, intermediate, learner, and you also added a category flawless. So great job done there. And you also highlighted the importance of taking pauses. And in the beginning, you also motivated people that even if you land up in the learner category, you can work hard, you can practice and move to the pro category. So great job done there. Next, we have table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Rashmi. He also gave a detailed report for each speaker that what went well, what did not go well. He also gave recommendations and tips to improve in future. So great job done there. Now coming on to the active listener, I mean the questions you had were really interesting. So great job done there. I mean all of the questions were hilarious. And that's it about my report. Thank you everyone, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Suki.
Thank you, Toastmaster Puneet, for your detailed evaluation. Now I would like to now I would like to hand over the stage to the Toastmaster Rashmi. A huge round of applause for Toastmaster. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, General Evaluator, for such a detailed and insightful evaluation report. And to Toastmasters of the day for handling the session with so much grace, so much enthusiasm, and we all were engaged throughout. And to help us find the purpose of our lives. So kudos to both of you. The voting link has been shared in the guest group. Vote for your favorite role players. Guest Harsh, could you please confirm if you have sent it? Toastmaster.
Yeah.
Timer report is pending. Do you want me to call timer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Toastmasters, Shivam, are you there?
Yes, Rashmi, I was just about to raise that.
Apologies, we missed the timer report, but stage is all yours.
Okay, thank you. So here we are back with my report. But before that, let me tell you one thing. As a timer, it felt great to see eloquent speakers out there delivering wonderful speeches and mostly within the time limit. So let's just move to my report. Starting with the prepared speech section, we had Toastmaster Shubham. He took 7 minutes and 11 seconds. A little bit more, but that's just okay for an icebreaker. Moving forward, we had Toastmaster Komal. She took 5 minutes and 4 seconds. Then comes the table topic session. We had guest Shailesh. He took 1 minute 20 seconds, followed by guest Anu. She took 1 minute 45 seconds. Then Toastmaster Rupa. She took 1 minute 54 seconds. Then guest Sunny. He took around 1 minute 12 seconds, followed by Toastmaster Yudhan. He took around 1 minute. Then Toastmaster Nirdusha. She took 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Then guest Priyanka. She took 44 seconds, so I believe a little bit less, so she could work around and come up on more meetings and practice the table topic session. Then comes Toastmaster Anurag. He took 1 minute 26 seconds. That's all from the table topic session. And moving forward to the evaluation, we had Toastmaster Nidusha. She took 5 minutes for evaluation, a little bit more, but that could be taken as a takeaway and worked upon. Then comes Toastmaster Dikshita. She took exactly 2 minutes. Over to the president. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Shivam, for explaining your role so briefly and so confidently. We were saving the best for the last. So that's why we called you in the end. All right. I hope you have voted. Can you give me a thumbs up? All right. Before I announce the results, let me just switch to the gallery mode first. I don't want to see myself in the camera. Okay. All right. So one thing that I want to ask all of you, it's not a table topic for sure. What is the one skill that is needed more than ever at this stage? Especially when we know that AI is taking over our hard skills, technical skills. What is that one skill that we need more than ever?
Human connection.
Exactly, human connection.
Empathy.
Empathy, okay. It's the art of
learning.
Sales.
Sales. Okay, I think Toastmaster Vibhanshu would be able to tell that better, but definitely sales. It's the human connection. I totally agree to that. It's the art of bringing people together, hosting events, and I think you must have seen all over internet on Instagram that of course our technical skills, coding, website, and everything, it's already taken by AI. But the art of bringing people together, that is the skill that is needed more than ever, that you can connect and make like-minded people bring at one place so that you share common goals, and that's what we are doing here at Toastmasters. That is the other skill we learn apart from public speaking. That's the leadership, hosting events, hosting club, and making everyone engaged, making everyone feel engaged. That's what we learn in Toastmasters. And to accelerate that skill, leadership roles will help you do that. And I think I discovered this version of myself, and I never knew that I could run a club or take up the president role and lead the way I'm leading. I think I'm doing a fine job here, but and still have a long way to go. But this role has helped me learn how to run a club, how to manage people. And I thought I could never do that, but this is a new version of myself that I have discovered with time. So this is the sign if you want to learn the skill of bringing people together. I think this is the one of the best platforms that you can, hone that skill. So we have open nomination for the club officer roles. You can sign up your name. Few people have already done that. Vibhanshu, Komal, Shubham, and more people can come and lead with example and walk the talk. So I encourage everyone to participate. We will host the election next month. So till the time, you can think about it, which role most resonates with you. If you want something which is already like you're doing in your work, then you can pursue that. If you want to explore something else apart from your comfort zone, then feel free to do that. And connect with current EC members if you want to know more about the roles. All right, with that, let's move on to the results. Has not voted, but how many responses have they received?
Yes, 16 so far.
All right, so I would like to start with the best Ox role player. And for that, we have timer Shivam, grammarian Anurag, our counter Ankita, table topic evaluator Rashmi, and active listener Toastmaster Harsh. And today it's the tie. Oh no, actually, 3 people have the same percentage. It's table topic evaluator Toastmaster Rashmi, Ankita, our counter, and grammarian Toastmaster Anurag. So please come to the stage for the photo. Who is taking the photo? This is happening for the first time. Yeah. Congratulations. Thank you. Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah, you can do. Anyone can do.
Thank you. Congratulations. Now, best evaluator. Best evaluator, it's Toastmaster Nirdusha. Let's shake hands.
Here. And you have very fine, right? Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next is best table topic speaker, and the list is long, so I won't be repeating all the names. But the winner is, any guesses?
Anurag.
Yeah, Toastmaster Anurag.
We can leverage.
Edit.
We can leverage this.
Ready. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next is best role player, and best role player is, it's between Toastmaster Stuti, Vibhanshu, yeah, 3 people, and Toastmaster Puneet. Winner? Any guesses?
It must be a tie, maybe. I'm not.
You know the answer. It's table topic master, Toastmaster Vibhanshu. Congratulations.
Ready.
Now, last is best speaker. Oh my god. Okay, guesses?
Right.
It's a tie. It's a tie. Komal and Shubha. You guys say shake hands. Ready. Congratulations. With that, I would like to wrap up. Let's have a group photo and we'll meet for snacks at the cafeteria. Nirdusha, could you please help us with the screenshot?
I request everyone to switch on their cameras.
Yeah.
आपको ऐसे कर दो
मैंने तो लीड कर दिया अपने मुझ से ठीक है आ जाएंगे
Rejoin.
Am I visible?
Yeah.
इरफान आपको मारो लैपटॉप को
Okay. Give your great smiles. I think one person is not visible next to Toastmaster Harsh.
Ankita is not here.
Yeah. And Toastmaster Puneet as well.
1 minute दे दो शायद
Okay, yeah.
पूरा पूरा
Yeah.
पूरा घुमाना पाएगा हाँ
Sun.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Smile. Done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Have a great weekend.